Hello everyone, welcome to the channel for the toys. If you're new here, thank you for dropping a little view in. If you feel nice, go ahead and drop a like. If you're feeling really nice, you can sub if you like. But Tony here, Mike and I have been running this channel and we've been opening, unboxing, and having new through the doors and crazy discoveries for many years now. And we just thought we'd share some with you, including this one right here. This is one of my newest ones that I've picked up. It is a Sinoceratops, and it is from the Hammond Collection of Jurassic World. It is part of the newest line that has come out recently. I did a few of the smaller ones a little while back, so I'll post that somewhere up in this corner or that corner. I forget where it shows up. So you can check those out if you haven't done so. But today we're going to focus on this big boy right here, and we're going to do an unboxing. We're going to take a look at the movement, and we're going to spew some sweet dino facts at you about this particular dinosaur. So without further ado, let's get to it.
Hold on to your butts.
Alrighty folks, we are back. And we're going to take a look at the box first. So, of course, the front, we have the viewing panel right here, the TrueFX logo, the Hammond Collection logo, Jurassic World, the name, 8+, we're totally rocking the plus part. And, of course, we have a CGI rendering of the actual dinosaur. And this is a symbol. So, on this side, we have the Hammond Collection. Nice. And this side we have a blurb now. They used to not do the blurb, but they did a blurb, and there's a little shot right there. And then it shows you also when this creature first appeared in the movie trilogies. So it appeared in Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. On the back we have a few renderings. I believe it's the actual model here. Of course, they're TrueFX premium detail with enhanced realism. And then we have our blurb yet again. So, just to read it, a broken horn Sinoceratops creeps up on a paralyzed O'Grady. It bends down to his face with a tongue full of mucus-dripping saliva, then stomps the ground, turns away as burning lava approaches. I do recall that scene. Quite a crazy scene, to be honest. The volcano is just randomly deciding to erupt, and all the dinosaurs end up running for their lives. There's some really sad moments in there, of course, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about happy things. Then, of course, we got the bottom. Has all the information that you will need if you are looking to apparently recycle it, and, of course, look up the model number and the bar tag right there. Okay? All right. So in this new series, new wave, I should say, they're starting to do these little bits here. So we'll take a look at those. Hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing bad happens when we try to swap them out. But as you can see, the box is brand new. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this unboxing right now. Now, for those of you who have been subscribed and watching these videos, you know I kind of do this weird thing where I open both sides. And then I do this big reveal, and I say this every time as well. It's just a nice panel, so it looks like that. And then we slide it out, like so. During my absence, I've been actually working on my own toy room. So while I'm undoing this, I'll describe what's going on in my world. So did a whole redesign of my toy room in preparation for family expansion, we'll say. My wife and I are gonna have the next generation of toy lovers, so had to move the toy room into the office area, but I did some upgrading, and I'm definitely going to make a video of all that to show you what I did, how I did it, and where you can get a lot of this stuff. So there it is. So I popped out all those tags, and you can see there were quite a few, so it wasn't too bad from the backside. He just falls out now, like so. And then we have the tail, like so, like this. And then we have this weird mouth with a tongue and a beak. And we also have this horn, which is really in here. There we go. Like that. And then we can just toss that aside. And then let's take a look at him. So the hole on the back is a standard hexagon. The tail fits in, lines up, clicks. It's got some interesting design now. So it has like chunks in there instead of a wire. So not bad, not bad. And then the front, side, top, and then the head, like so. And let's take a look at how things move. So head moves its ball joint like so. So up, down, rotate, left, right. Shoulders are a little stiff, but they do open up a tiny bit, it seems. They do rotate back and forth. Again, a bit stiff on this new model. Foot rotates like so, rotates like that. So does the forearm. This one is, oof. Oh, there it goes. A little bend right there. So that happens on both sides. So we'll show you that side. Kind of straighten it out. The rear hindquarters, they spread out a little bit. Close back up, spread out. Same rotation. Oh, there's a little dew claw there. That's nice. Foot rotates like that. Hip joint seems to rotate like this. And the knee has a ratchety kind of feel, so that's nice. And any sort of wiggle, no, not really. Alright, so those are all the movements. The tail does move in the socket, but it does have this weird sort of rubberized feel. The whole thing. No, this is a hard plastic. This is a rubber now. And then there's the back of the frill. Really nice. Coloring. Coloring looks great. Like everything's painted. We have a bicolor pattern, so lighter on the bottom, darker on the top. It's cool stripes. I don't remember this in the movie. It was kind of a dark scene if I remember. Crazy detail. Like the skin is, like you can see it's super textured. Amazingly textured. So that's super incredible. I love it. All right, now the moment of truth. We have this tongue beak and then the open tongue beak. And then we have this other horn that is solid and not broken like it is in the movie. So we're gonna try to pop it out. Ooh, okay. It wasn't that bad. I'll put the new one in. Or there we go. I think it looks better with the full horn. Just personal preference. And then we'll try to pop out this. Oh wow, okay. Just popped right out. Not bad. So this one must be the closed mouth. Let's take a look inside first. So the palate does have texturing. The beak has texturing. There's a single hole in there, like so. So then we'll push that in. And then he has that kind of closed standard beak look of ceratopsians. You know, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's a nice little chunky fellow. He is decent size. So I have Owen Grady here. So since the camera angle's like up and away, we'll kind of lay him like that. Here's Owen for size comparison. So he is a medium-sized dinosaur. Right, there's the top. Sides like that. And then, of course, we have the front looking like that. So, not bad. If I were to compare them to our Triceratops, looks like this. So the Triceratops has this kind of chunkier tail style, which I think this tail's built in now with it. But you can see there's similar body style, similar lengths. Similar just generic sizing. The Triceratops is of course bigger in the size, and the mouth doesn't open. And this one is definitely a lot more detailed oriented. So that's nice. Very, very nice. Okay. So, that's cool. I actually really like this. He's a good size. He's a nice size. We can do some lot of cool setups, I imagine, with him taking on some other creatures. So dino facts. So Sinoceratops, obviously he's a ceratopsian. And he is different in the sense of he's not your traditional ceratopsian. So he doesn't have the, what do they call the brow horns? They have a single horn on the front. They do have these, they think they have these holes. Again, the skull is found with the holes, but we're not sure if there is any sort of covering, feathering, or any skin over it. They do contain all these horns around the frill, mostly for defense. Can't really get at someone's face when you're covered in horns. So they would line up like this, surround each other. Sino, meaning not or sinful. So I guess this is not a ceratops, if you want to break down the Latin. And that is true in the sense this is more closely related to what are some people's favorite is the Styracosaurus, which is a single-horned and spikes everywhere on the back end. So I am not truly sure where this one comes from, but I have a sneaking suspicion this is another Chinese or Eastern Asian dinosaur. I've never seen this one in museums over here in America, so not sure. I haven't been to any of the ones in Canada or the Midwest yet, so besides the major ones, but it is a cool dinosaur. It's nice that they added it to the collection. Great detail. I like its look. I definitely going to find a nice little home for him, and we'll go from there. So I think this is where we'll end it. Keep it nice and tidy and hopefully shorter. Thank you again for everyone who's been following along, hanging out, enjoying the channel and our sporadic videos here and there. And we're definitely got a lot to show. We just haven't had the time to show it. So, like I said, thank you again. Of course, as the usual, please like and subscribe if you are new to this channel. And thank you for coming along on this journey for this wonderful dinosaur. And of course, as always, remember, for the toys. Ah.